Crazy baby with dreams big as Eiffel Towers, and my dreams about to stop. So shit, still I'ma get it. Got no limit to they RP me. Every day's another day for me to make this one thing clear. All I care about is money, family, and loyalty, and anything that get me to the top next year. So if you ever try to stop me, Lord forgive me, cause I'm about to catch a body. Ain't no need for me to stop right here. I remember them nights when I didn't have $1 in my pocket. I had to go and get it by my lonely. I never was in school. I was out there moving muscle. I ain't even need a tool. I just chose to keep it on me. I turned 16. That's when I became a man. I seen a couple knots, couldn't fit a rubber bands, and I was taught to get it how you live, cause the good die broken. If you die broke, you never had a chance.
All right. Some real shit for you niggas. Check it out. Am I weak or am I strong? Can my mind carry me on? I'm striving to get this money, but cowards say that it's on. Who am I not to do me, nigga, and get it on? I'm striving to get this money, but cowards say that it's on.
I'm having dreams of my enemies killing me, cause the way I be chasing my currency and dealing with bitches who work on their knees. The beats a young G, so I don't sleep, cause I got seed to feed. So I take no dose to ride with calicos and 44s. Made me a sick individual, mind of a criminal, acts of a serial killer, nigga. Don't make me get at you. Gotta get this money, nigga. I be damned if I'm bummy while laughing at you niggas getting this cake. You niggas fake. Shoot the A out the cake, so what can I say? These rampant niggas don't play. R.I.P. A-Wall, screaming fuck all y'all gon' stand tall.
Am I weak or am I strong? Can my mind carry me on? I'm striving to get this money, but cowards say that it's on. Who am I not to do me, nigga, and get it on? I'm striving to get this money, but cowards say that it's on. Am I weak or am I strong? Can my mind carry me on? I'm striving to get this money, but cowards say that it's on. Who am I not to do me, nigga, and get it on? I'm striving to get this money, but cowards say that it's on.
Per artist.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna critique them, then we're gonna talk about it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So we're gonna have some
Yeah,
live shows.
we gotta
down
tell them
here.
where we at, man. So I know this ain't our regular set. Yeah, we this ain't our regular set, man. Today we outside in the neighborhood, man. We at the creative space for the vendors ball, a MacHouse and Restoration Inc. production. So like we downstairs in the room, you know, the boiler room, filming our podcast, and upstairs in the commons is like all these different vendors. So, you know, we're gonna give y'all a chance to kind of check it out, man, see where we at. So it's gonna be a couple interrupts. It's gonna be a
creator space, located downtown St. Paul.
Downtown St. Paul. Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out to October, you know
You
what I mean?
did.
Shout out to the whole Mac House. Shout out to
Yep,
Restoration
yep.
Inc. You know what I mean? We in the boiler room. We probably start doing this more often down here, but
Yeah, this is a deep set. Hey, listen, I did this paint. I'm just playing. you know. I don't like to tell my secrets though. To be honest with you.
you know, though an artist on the low, man.
You
Y'all ain't
know,
even know it,
yeah.
man. He a poet and ain't know it, man.
You poet ain't know it, man. You know.
Man, but yeah, it's like we in the vendors ball downstairs at the creative space. Good energy, good vibe. You know what I mean? You could definitely come out, shop. We'll be doing these, you know, at the beginning of the year. I think we should probably be hosting them once a month, twice a month. Just depending on how COVID treat us, man. Because COVID really ain't love us this year.
Man, COVID.
Twice
a
a
month's gonna be the goal. And then when we get done on our way out, we'll have my mans film some of the vendors up there. It's a lot of black love up there, man. A lot of creativity up there.
Yeah, some of the work that we do outside of the podcast world. You know what I mean? Like definitely trying to get our toes in a little bit of everything. We got to show the world that we ready. There's many venues and multiple avenues for us to capitalize and be successful. And that's the reason for the podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got the camera, the lights, the sound, the audio, the video, all of these different things, man, that are needed in order to create this podcast. And we just want to, open up that world, man. Let kids know there's stuff to do.
You know what I want to do too? Like probably even the next one probably is go to one of those black soul food joints.
Oh yeah, we definitely got to start eating, man.
Yeah, you got to test some food.
We got to start eating. We need to just start getting out and about. Like that was part of the things we was gonna do with the podcast.
Yep.
But COVID-19 really didn't love us, man.
Yeah, man.
And when I think about it, like this past winter, Fabulous came out with the joint, the cold summer joint. You heard the cold summer joint?
I was a little disappointed, but yeah, I heard it. Yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. He predicted the joint before it even happened, man. It was a cold summer, man.
Yeah. Speaking of music, man, that new Buster's fired.
Buster? Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, that's decent.
Oh, I'm on that.
That new Busta Rhymes decent.
Busta did his thing. Like,
Woo-ha!
you know
Yeah.
all that shit?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Got you all in check. That was my first shit. When I saw that video, I was hooked, bro.
Yeah, I don't know about a
was
classic. Probably got to hear it 2-3 more times, but it's decent.
Yeah?
It's definitely decent.
All right, I'm gonna have to spend that money, man. Hey,
It's
spend that money
definitely
with Busta, man. Look, check it out. Go check out Busta. Busta Rhymes, man. If your ass make some sales off of what we just said right here, nigga, we need our cut, bro.
Man, listen, holla at us.
You feel me? We need our cut, Busta.
Yeah,
man. But check that out, man.
So
of course, that Nas still banging.
That Nas still banging.
You know what I mean?
Who else is out?
I've been listening to this Cowboy Cat.
Man, I ain't fucking with you.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You gotta stop.
I've
this
been
shit,
listening
man.
to this Cowboy.
We gotta stop.
No,
it,
you know, we ain't fucking with Cowboy.
He,
Nah,
alright,
he's not,
man. He
man.
sounds like
man.
Roddy in them.
I mean, it's the same flow. Like that's the one thing about
the same
artists
cadence
of
and
now,
shit.
man. You know what I mean? The young boys and the artists of now, they have no unique flow.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's just. Yeah.
You know what I was listening
Unless
to
you
the
know
other
the
day?
name, you ain't gonna know who the hell they are.
And hopefully we can add this in. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna just play something I was listening to the other day, and it just let me know how different it is now in regards to music.
What's
you
that?
know what I mean?
got?
I'm finna play it just a little bit. I'm gonna play just a little bit, man. And you could tell the difference in the flow. You know what I mean? That's the ad. You know how YouTube be throwing ads, man. We gotta skip the ad. YouTube, man. I need parts on that. But
Oh, that's Chicago, baby.
But you can hear the difference in their flow, like, you know what I mean? And each of them got a flow, but it's all different. You know what I mean? That shit dope.
Do or
Let's
die.
do it there. I was just listening to this the other day, and I was like, man, like that's when people had like variety flows. Listen how he come in.
You knew exactly who that was when it came in. Yeah, that is the difference.
You know what I mean? It's a big difference right now.
You know exactly who motherfucker
And he
is.
got flavor with his shit. You know what I mean? It's like
I used to love some do or die.
you know,
No,
really though.
motherfucking Crucial Conflict, of course.
Crucial
but
Conflict.
the other one though, Psychodrama.
Psychodrama.
They just dropped some new shit too.
Man, I used to love Psychodrama, man.
Yeah, I love.
I used to love Psychodrama, man.
Come on, get in, man. What you want?
What's up, Ak? We gotta let's hook Ak up, man. With some audio. We can hook this audio up for him. We can hook it up. We gonna take a. But yeah, we got Ak,
Come on,
man.
man.
You know
Come
what I
sit
mean?
down,
Hey,
brother.
big
Come
shout
sit
out
down,
to
man.
October, man. October
get
took
you
the
together,
time
man.
out of his day to make sure
scoot over some
that
like
he
that.
you know, put together the vendors ball, man. Like that's awesome.
I guess you can stay there. He'll just fill me in.
You know, we came and sat down, had a conversation. You know, we did like what bosses do, man. We sat down and said, all right, this is what we want to do. We took each piece and we brought them pieces together, man. So that was dope.
Yeah, man.
And it's dope, man. I'm kind of missing upstairs right now, bro. You know, I was running around.
Yeah, like a
ADHD,
chicken with his head
man.
cut
Yeah,
off,
I was
man.
ADHD for a second.
Hey, man.
Anthony
Hey,
Decent?
this dude ordered the food and walk off. Don't even get the total.
Yeah, I walked off, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
We had so much to do, man.
like
It's,
you know, you got to get the total and pay the man. What you doing, man?
Man, gotta go, man. He know, bill me later, man. Send me
Hey,
the invoice.
Cash App.
She sucked the soul out me, leave a nigga barely breathing. She asked me if I'm ready for the fourth round now, but she had me pinned down and she caught a nigga sleeping. Let me take your mind and let's get into me. Let me have your time, let's get into me. You can listen to these words, let's get into me. Let me take your mind, let's get into me. How many ways can I tell you that I love you? How many times will you ask if I trust you? I can write you up 100 sentences to let you know that every time I said the words that I meant the shit. I would let it get between your legs and get to licking it. Instead I pull your head into my chest, it's still intimate.
Dropping it, get this money, but cowards say that it's on.
So I said, how do a cat be on the news? On the news.
Yeah.
Show his gun collection, all that, and say if they try to steal this from Trump, we're going to war. How is that
Man.
not a crime, man?
Because
That's crazy.
the people who filmed that interview are also supporting white supremacy. Then the judges who are involved in this support white supremacy. The police officers are probably friends with the guy that showed the room. Like, that's how deep it get. In fact, the guy that showed the room might be one of those lame-ass police officers that retired because they felt like they couldn't kill black people no more.
Yeah, it's deep, man. It's deep.
There's some sick motherfuckers out here,
There's
dog.
some sick people out here, man.
There's some sick motherfuckers, man. I swear to God, bro. When this come out, man, make sure we add the little picture that had Trump face on Rambo body. That shit don't make no sense, man. That shit don't make no sense. It was a motherfucker on 94 on my way out here. On my way out here, it was somebody on 94, bro, that was flying that flag on their truck.
Of him with the face on Rambo?
Yeah.
Wow.
That shit look retarded, man.
Talking about do. They had the sound effects too. Do.
Man, just fucked up Rambo, man, trying to make America great again.
Make him orange.
Oh my God, messed it up, bro. I'm actually gonna Google this because it's funny as hell, man. Like when I went into Forest Lake with my children to go buy a old school Nintendo, and it was a Trump store next to the old school game store.
Right.
Walk into this Trump store, man. I'm talking about they got all type of weirdo flags, man. Trump on Rambo, Trump inside of tanks. God dang, they got the yellow flag.
They were just doing some outrageous creative.
Just crazy.
They had Trump just. Here, you want us just to share this one, or
They done put him on Rocky. Look, this the one I'm talking about right here, God. Look at this. It's crazy. Oh, Rambo. It's crazy, man.
they got him on Rocky?
Got him on Rocky.
How you gonna do Rocky like
It's bogus, man. It's just bogus,
My champ
man.
like that away from me.
Oh, we got artists coming in. All right.
Hey, change it. Can we start talking about Trump and give him more of this power right now? Can we say let's talk about something else?
Man, let's talk about
Go ahead, state
black
your-
economics,
hold on.
man.
State your name and I'll tell you what you want to talk about, man.
I mean,
What's
I
up,
don't
Art?
want to say nothing. No, I want you to ask me a question. I got you.
What's
you
your
know?
name? What you do?
My name is King October. I'm the president of MacHouse. And what MacHouse is a collective of artists that basically come together creating opportunities here in Minnesota.
Okay, we're gonna need you to say one time, just get close.
Oh yeah, we get close. Listen, let me talk to the microphone real quick.
It's backwards right now.
Yeah. I don't know. You can see me here clearly. Yo, first of all, man, look, I'll get a shout out right now. We are at the Black Pearl Vendors Ball
Vendors
right now.
Ball, baby.
November
It's going
7th,
down.
3 p.m. to 8:30. If you are checking this podcast out right now or live or pre-recorded, you better be showing up and showing some love. And if you know me and I told you, I feel great. Real support is great support. So you better be following us on social media, Facebook, tagging, sharing, and posting on your way here to come show some love because you know how we get down.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
As far as introducing myself, again, I'm King October, president of MacHouse, man. And kind of what we do in MacHouse is that we are a collective of artists that produce shows here in Minnesota monthly on a different level, on different basis. And kind of my goal is to be a major provider of arts, entertainment, and education here in Minnesota. So it looks like throwing things like the Vendors Ball, open mics, talent shows, creative writing workshops, and etc. Whatever we can get our hands on.
Okay.
And we've been doing this for about 10 years or so, but we've been really fully active about the last 4 or 5 years as far as taking over different venues and working here and building and collaborating with people like Farji and Restoration Incorporated.
In a pride, selfish fire, you deserve it, your desires. In a rage, love the pain, feed the hate, kill and take. You want grills, roscoe fangs, black Air Forces, yellow Porsches. I see questions run like force. I put logos, sometimes doors. All my time, bitch, you do it all the time, yeah. I have the mind to bloody my voices, waste my time, like, cause we ain't the same, little bitch. It's not a game, yeah. I really don't play it. My mama told me, nigga, you too sadistic. Priority problem.
Dropping to get this money, but cowards say that it's on. When my
218 7th Street East. Pop out.
218 7th Street East.
Yeah.
Still got 2 solid hours.
We out here.
Chilling.
It's the Black Pearl Vendors Ball. Right now we in the basement filming the podcast for Let's Talk About
And
It.
we finna have some live shows. And
Yeah,
we're gonna
talk
critique
to
some
'em.
shows after the show.
Yeah.
After they do their thing, then we gonna, tell y'all how we feel about it and stuff of that nature.
Yeah,
That's
hopefully
fresh.
it's like a Siskel, the Black Siskel and Ebert type
You
shit.
did. LTA style.
LTA style. So that's what we on today. We're gonna get, hopefully you checking the videos, you following some of the guys, and on the Facebook page, and you checking out the Vendors Ball live. I wish we had the Zoom meeting to shoot the link.
So King October, man.
Yeah.
let's
What are you an artist any kind of way or?
Yeah, so I am actually an artist. I'm a spoken word artist by nature. So poetry is where my discipline is. So I'm all about content.
Okay, you snapping on it.
and why I paid so much attention to detail.
Okay.
And it was through actually poetry. I was a slam poet. So I came from
slam poet? What's
so I came from Teens Rock the Mic and what is it? Teens Rock the Mic and Brave New Voices. So basically, slam poetry is competitive poetry. So it's like, imagine like poetry being like a competitive sport. Like we compete and we on content, creativity, delivery, stage presence, and we get points scored and you win money and things for like this. And I used to slay him. Like it was just too easy. Like wait, first of all, I'm a kid from the hood and I can express my feelings like in saggy
where you
pants.
from?
No, North Minneapolis.
Okay.
Low ends, man.
Born and raised?
Born and raised. Talking about shout out to the low ends, 1809 Penn.
612 stand up.
That's my home right there. Shout out to all my guys, man. Also, MacHouse, 30s by like I was raised in the hood, and from there I kind of learned the experience of how to write my poetry. So I write like street poetry.
Okay.
I got a poem called Thug Wife, for example. Like I remember being a shorty like, dang, I think I love you. I can write a poem called Thug Wife from my concept of how I appreciate you, and being in my corner. So things like that is kind of how I'm relative.
You ever dab into rap? You be focused on rap?
I mean, yes, because rap is just rhythm and poetry.
Right.
Talking about. So I definitely dip and dabble. But I would say my percent, I dabble 30%. I really try to stay true to my artistry as far as poetry goes. So I don't rap often, but definitely can do it because it's not hard to do.
Right.
But I prefer that silent beat touching you in silence because I got more of your attention rather than me having to follow a beat or hop on a cadence. I can make my own. Being a poet, you have your own cadence, your own pace.
That's what's up, man. So yeah, man.
So what's the motivation behind doing what you do, bro?
Motivation behind, I do a lot of things, like specifically what do you
like poetry?
like what?
What if it was like one end goal, like this is why I do this, what would that be, bro?
But he said he wore many hats. So which hats are you talking?
Many hats, right? But why all the many hats? Like, what would be the reason for why you wear all the many hats?
Okay, so I'll start with the answer. The reason why I wear many hats is because once upon a time I was told that I couldn't be an artist in management. I was literally told by, I'm not going to list them because I'm not about name dropping, bad mouthing nobody.
Yeah, no
but they wanted to keep me as a poet because I brought bodies. Obviously, I had a good reputation, but it was like, well, you can't do both. You can't be an artist and run your own company. I'm like, who told you that? That doesn't even sound correct to me. And the fact that you're my mentor in this point in time in my life, why would you tell me that I can't go beyond my limits?
Right.
So that was my motivation. I'm hard-headed. I was like, you can't tell me I can't do nothing.
Right.
God damn it, I'm October. I can create anything from my own voice.
Right.
So
And
you
it's
tell me, so that's the reason why I decided to wear many hats, because I wanted to prove to them wrong that I can be an artist and run my own business, and I have been doing that with MacHouse for the last 10 years.
That's what's up.
And it was because of me being an artist first. That's how people knew me first. They didn't know nothing about Mac. Like, oh, that's October. That's a poet. He brings at least 100 bodies every time he speaks.
Right.
So I used that of me being able to bring people to create something around that. And then eventually I was able to take myself out of the picture and put all of MacHouse on the face, but I started building my foundation off of me being just a poet.
So where you get your name October from? Where that come from?
I'm born in that month,
Okay.
October 19th. I'm a Libra, so if you can know, I'm a strong believer in balance, guys. Like in energy, like if something is off, I have to make the balance right to make sure I'm doing something right. I judge my collaborations, my conversations, and my minutes based off balance. If it's bad balance, I'm not gonna go into it.
Right.
Also, the reason why I got the name is because once upon a time, there are very specific people in my life that were born in different months and days, but they all died in October. And all these people were like my grandfather and my auntie Laura, and, and my best friend Jaquez. Like they all taught me different concepts. So I kind of saw that my calling being October.
Okay. My mom's on October 17th.
Okay, she's a Libra. Oh, you must got an amazing mama then.
Yeah, she's a little off a rocker. But yeah.
Okay, hey, I'm off my rocker too. Like I'm definitely nuts. But listen, though, it comes when you devil with balance. And sometimes you have to be a little crazy to know what's going on. Yeah.
Man, so what you think about that? Mike Tyson and Roy Jones coming up.
Oh man,
What you think about that?
What's going on with that, man?
It's this month.
Mike
it's
Tyson
this
gonna
month.
kill somebody.
Striving to get this money, but cowards say that it's on. Who am I? Not